I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Then I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas, the best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his fourth team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
Looking deep for... It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Good. Makes the score Colts 7, Bears nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Right here, right here. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yeah. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by
The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. One. 51 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. His throw caught at about the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Patterson on the carry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Foles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
6 down, check 6 down. Check 31.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He was brought down by Buster Screen.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play fake to Mack, now Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Their 48-yard line.
to throw, Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third down, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Rivers hands this one to Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They go play action. Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Bears' 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Foles. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
His defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Rivers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, it's Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Rivers.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Rivers. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
For the
Blankenship out for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bears 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 31's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 31's the mic. Rip left, rip left. Deeper, deeper, deeper. 31's the mic. Hey, let's get up.
Now Foles. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that...
The big fella! And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Chicago Bears.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
They run. This is Cohen. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Slam, slam, slam.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack.
It's just me and you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 37. Check 37. Good. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A gain of 7.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
14.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brought down by
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rivers to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Complete to Jack.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Rivers again. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
To number 13,
Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Colts 21, Bears 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He was taken down at the 20.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here with Mack. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Staying on the ground with Mack. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one left side caught by Patterson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Fighting through it. He's got space. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A run by Mack to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there,
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
The tackle.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Foles. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
54, what we got? Check, watch 54. Check. Right there, 54, right there.
Foles. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
it's here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
T-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And fights through one man, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
David Montgomery.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by...
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
54. Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bears nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to find Graham. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Bears 14, Colts 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 8.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Using abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. From the 24, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with man. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. It's caught outright by Graham. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Foles. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That's a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have broken the tie.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rivers on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He was brought down
from the 37. They work on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing Rivers.
37 yards.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 47.
It's the fullback. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys
makes the score Colts 21, Bears 20. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Defensively, we run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The 40.
Way too easy.
Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
28.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Patterson. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
David Montgomery.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
13.
Patterson on the carry. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
For Chicago.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub-4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the Bears' 36-yard line.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Colts 35, Bears 28. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go, go. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Here's Foles. And Graham on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Foles. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 13-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
44-yard line.
Rivers to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
brings up 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
And the Colts.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On first down, it's Hines. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches.
Now it's Hines, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you say, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire